Doug Lamarice, Bill Landis, Ari Wasserman in a parking lot talking about at Roosters, which we would like to have be a sponsor for us. Be a sponsor! We're talking about Braxton Miller. Yeah. Come to Penn State! We're talking about Braxton Miller and whether he will throw for 300 yards or 400 yards against Minnesota on Saturday at 8 o'clock. Ari Wasserman, you asked Urban Meyer the question and pinned him down at the end of the Monday news conference. We know JT Barrett is suspended. We know Cardale Jones is the quarterback, but we know that Braxton Miller's in there somewhere. What do you think is the deal with Braxton Miller as a quarterback?
He's working with the quarterbacks this week, which means story heaven. That's what I know. I don't know. At the beginning of the year, before Braxton Miller was ever completely removed from the conversation because he made a position switch, I always thought he's the best quarterback on the team. Because what JT Barrett does very well right now is the quarterback designed run, and then he hits, like you said, wide open people when they get open because everybody's biting on the run. Who's the best designed run quarterback on Ohio State's team right now? Doug?
You know, this is like a 45-minute discussion because
Okay,
I sort of agree it's Braxton Miller, but we also know that he does not actually run the option and I think run the read plays as well as JT Barrett does in terms of that feel. Yeah. But he's faster and spin moves.
And does those spin moves. No, but I think the interesting thing that we wanted to know and that I asked is he healthy enough to throw the ball? And both he and Ed Warner said, without a shadow of doubt, he's fully cleared, 100% ready to go. So the fact that he's going to be working back into the quarterback room is interesting because they might use him in the red zone the way that they used Barrett in the red zone a few weeks ago when Cardale was a starter. So maybe we will see at long last Braxton Miller play quarterback in a situation that's not just, hey, I'm on the Wildcat, I'm running up the middle, come tackle me for a 1-yard gain.
I think they've been saving Braxton Miller throwing for Michigan State. Maybe they can't save it anymore. Do you think Braxton Miller's going to be the red zone quarterback against Minnesota?
I don't. I just don't think, again, not to get into the 45-minute discussion like you talked about, but I think it's different. And you guys will know better than me because you covered Braxton. But I think Urban Meyer said it on his radio show like 2 weeks ago, like Braxton Miller can run the option, but he likes to keep the football. When everyone knows you're keeping the football, guess what? The option doesn't work as well. So I don't know if – I think they might try to roll with Cardale, maybe not try to throw the ball in the red zone, which is what they were doing with Cardale Jones when he was in there and it wasn't working very well. But I think that putting Braxton Miller in as the red zone quarterback this week, I'll buy that they want to save him for Michigan State, and I don't know if they want to let that out of the bag just yet against a Minnesota team that they should be able to beat without having to put Braxton Miller in as a red zone quarterback.
God, this is so interesting.
Well,
Wait.
it's my turn again. I just don't understand what saving the pass for Michigan State does. Like, they can't figure out that might happen? Okay, go ahead.
No, well, but I think, and I also think this is different than just like the pop pass thing or whatever that we saw JT throw. I mean, I think there's something different between a defense knowing he could throw it and knowing that he has thrown it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, even if it's in the back of your head. And I think there's something in there where they're going to put in Braxton Miller in that Wildcat against the Spartans in an important situation, and they're going to show the same look they've shown 100 times when he ran it, and then he's going to do the run, and then he's going to stop and drop back, and somebody's going to be open. That's going to be a big play.
I will say this. It was against Penn State, and they ran a play where like Cardale started in the shotgun and then motioned out, and then Braxton was in the shotgun. And Cardale ended up throwing a block for Braxton, but Cardale was also wide open. I would not be surprised if they got that look and Braxton Miller threw that ball.
My preseason outrageous prediction for the season was Braxton Miller throwing a game-winning touchdown pass to Cardale Jones.
That's right. I forgot about that.
On the table. Over, under, Braxton Miller passes against Minnesota. I'm setting the line at 2. Over or under Braxton Miller passes?
Under.
Under.
Man.
It's unfortunate because it would be fun to watch, but it's under.
Okay, Minnesota, 8 o'clock, Saturday, Ohio State, with quarterback stuff still happening. He's Ari, he's Bill, and I'm Doug. Thanks for watching at cleveland.com.